Hello, hello, hello. We're live. It is day 38. Hashtag momentum from the future. Hashtag one a day with MJ. I'm MJ. So thank you so much for tuning in on a Thursday. Thursday, day 38. Momentum from the future. So let's talk about, I wrote a little question here, kind of a brain teaser, something to provoke your thinking, thought provoking. So hey John, thanks for joining. Appreciate you joining here. Just talking a little bit about momentum from the future, okay? So hey Dixon, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So if you could give up one thing today because it would impact your future, what would it be? That's what I'm talking about. One thing. So it's hard to choose just one thing for me. There's a lot of things that I could probably give up that would help me, that would impact my future. But I had to think about it, and it would probably be like a limiting belief. So we all have limiting beliefs, right? We all have these, victim mentality, blaming other people, excuses, the word I can't, people were going to judge me, things like that. So that's a limiting belief. We think that, what are people going to say? What are people going to think about me? Just when I started this video challenge, I had no intent on doing any videos, especially live videos. But somebody challenged me. They didn't rub it in my face and criticize me and say anything like that. They said, hey, why don't you do this? I said, why am I going to do that? And he's like, because you can, to break past that fear. Because I was like, no, I'm not doing live videos. I mean, what's the purpose of it? And then I realized it's to grow, it's to get better. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And Dixon, thank you, man. Thanks for tuning in. I don't even know what time it is where you're at. It might be 2 or 3 in the morning, but thanks for joining, stopping by, tuning in to my channel, One a Day with MJ, hashtag momentum from the future. So what we're talking about is that if you could just give up one thing that would help you in your future, something that you could give up today that would help you. Maybe somebody says, if I could, eat healthier or stop if they smoke or, different little things like that. Like mine would be, like I said, limiting beliefs. 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. Dixon. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. If you can't sleep, I will definitely bore you enough to go right to sleep, right? That could be a limiting belief, right? My limiting belief was I couldn't do live videos. Hey, Nancy, thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I just watched one of your videos too, and I really appreciate you and what you share and how you portray, how you break it down simply like a simple man like me could understand it. So I appreciate that. And thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it. So we're just talking about something that we could change that would help us in the future, right? Something that we could give up. Maybe a long time ago, I wanted to, give up, just bad habits, just eating bad, like fast food all the time. And I was able to give that up, and it did help me in the future. You little habits, little things, driving fast, that was a bad habit for me. And I paid for it, I paid for it in those coupons that the police gave me every time they seen me. So that was one of the things I gave up that helped me in the future. But I'm thinking now is, and I've been working on it too, these limiting beliefs. I can't do this. I can't do that. I've overcome a lot of that. And this challenge right here, this video, doing these videos has helped me immensely. I can't even explain how it's helped me just by doing a simple video, looking at the screen and talking and seeing, it says you're live, but it doesn't say anybody's there. And you know what? It doesn't matter because you're growing yourself and you're putting something out there and it's helping you. So I'm overcoming that limiting belief, that limited mindset, that, a victim mentality. Woe is me. I can't do anything. I can't do anything right. I can't do video. I can't what will people think? What will they say? You know, all these things just going through your head. It's just, you know, this monkey mind, this chatter, just da 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 da. Yeah, yeah, Michelle. And it doesn't help. You know, I've had multiple different cars in my life. You know, and what's it? A 4-cylinder. Hey, Porsche makes 4 cylinders. Okay, Ferrari. There's other cars that are 4 cylinders, yeah, definitely. That's one habit that I had to kick to the curb, you know. But yeah, just you know, you're thinking that people will judge you. You have a limited belief. You don't know. You know, we talked about fear a couple days ago. You know, the false evidence or false events or whatever the acronym, whatever you want to say, appearing real. You know. It's something that we get all worked up. You know, our blood pressure goes up. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. We're kind of into it. We're just talking about things that you could give up today. Maybe one thing that you could give up today that would help you in your future. Because this is hashtag momentum from the future. So I'm always looking ahead, looking forward. You know, I'm not living in the past anymore, which I've done that before. And that's one thing to give up, you know, is living in the past. You know, living in what you used to believe that you could do or accomplish, or what people said you could do or accomplish. You know, they put these limits on you, and it's a limiting belief, and it gets into you. And that's what I've been trying to push away. That's what I've been trying to give up, is these limiting beliefs. So just put in the comments, you know, what is one thing that you would like to give up? Yeah, there you go, Greg. And I know some people have been through that, you know, and I've known family members that have been through that too. That how did that help your future? I mean, man, that just longevity, that gave you so many more years on your life you don't even know. You know, thanks for the hearts, and thanks for the shares, thanks for the likes and the things going crazy, you know. So I appreciate that. Yeah, and congratulations to you, Greg, you know, because I mean, I can't speak and say, man, you know, that's so hard, and that's this and that's that, because I've never been through that. You know, I've never struggled with that. But I've struggled with other things that people haven't struggled with, you know. So we can't always relate, but we can congratulate, you know. We can definitely say, man, you've overcome something, because that is no small feat, no small task. And it's helped you, you know. That's one thing that you gave up 11 years ago, you know, and you should have a little anniversary for that, to remember, like, hey, look what I gave up, but look how much better I am now, how much better my life is now. You know, the people that you're impacting right now, you know, Greg. I see your posts, you know, I love what you put out there. I love your positivity, and you're always encouraging and supporting so many different people. And that makes an impact on people. Definitely, it makes a good impact. It makes a great impression, and you're a great person for that. You know, even in the behind the scenes, the DMs of the messages you send to people that I don't know about, but I know what I get from you, and I appreciate all of that. I appreciate all the support and everything that you do for me as well. And so we're just talking about one little thing. Like, I've got plenty, you know, I've got tons of them, you know, that I could give up that would help me in the future, you know, that would help me. But now I have, you know, I've got responsibility, my wife and my family. And, you know, I had this responsibility of kids, and I see that, Greg. And then I have responsibility of another child, a little 2-year-old girl, and man, she is my heart, just like all of my kids are my heart. And my daughter just had my third grandson. I have 3 grandchildren now. So when I think of this limiting beliefs, and I think of these things that I need to give up, it's easy to trade that for your family, to trade these little things that we think that we have to hold on to, you know, for something that means so much to us in our life. You know, my daughter is everything. All of my children are everything to me. You know, my wife and my marriage and relationship with God, they all mean so much to me. So it's easy to give this up. It's a limiting belief, so it's in your head all the time, and it's always chattering and talking to you. But you got to talk back. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself, and say, "Hey, whoa, shut up! What are you saying? That ain't me. That's not me anymore. I've changed." So I don't want to stay on too long. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate the support. I'm growing exponentially. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I'm trying to better myself. And yeah, it's selfish. It sounds selfish, right? I'm doing this for me, but hopefully I can impact and give value as well. So there's a lot of little things that I've been working on. We put a shoe together. We designed it with my children. We put it out, and it's an active shoe, which it's made in Italy. It's kind of shut down right now. It's hard to get that going and moving. So I have to sell so many pairs before they'll even go into manufacture. I've got my book out and I just got it narrated. So that's been approved. I'd like to make an app. My son and I we're working on an app together. It's going to be like for affirmations and positive reinforcement and things like that. So we're doing a lot of little things. We started a YouTube channel, and my son, he started it, and he had some limiting beliefs, and he had a little criticism. And then he had a lot of things talking in his head about, being judged and what will people think and just on and on and on. And I encourage, I said, it's your channel. You can do what you want. But I encouraged him to continue it. And he revitalized it. What he did was all those other ones that he did that were so phenomenal, he deleted them, But that's okay. That's in the past. He can make new ones. And that's what he's doing right now. He's making it. He's making new, he's creating new, he wants to help people in a certain way, and he's trying to hone that and kind of focus in on how he can help people, and he can explain the technical stuff to old guys like me. That's help right there. Put it on Facebook. I got my wife a brand new vehicle, and we have to change the cabin filter at some time, so I already went to YouTube and looked on how to change the cabin filter, because if you take it to the dealership, they got to make money somehow, right? So anyway, I digress, right? But we're doing things that, I've always thought about doing, but I was too scared. Who's going to judge me? What are they going to say about me? Who's going to laugh at me? Who's going to criticize me? And I'm throwing that out, I'm just doing it. Who would have thought I'd ever do a live video? Not me, I might even jump out of a perfectly good airplane next week. You never know. You never know. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough, and I really appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, being here, whether you made a comment, a like, a love, a thumb down. It doesn't matter to me. Just as long as you showed up, I appreciate it. It helps me, and hopefully I can help you in turn. So thank you so much. Day 38, momentum from the future. Don't forget #1a-day with MJ. I'm MJ, and I will see you tomorrow, day 39, where I will find something that we can discuss that will provoke our thinking to expand. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a phenomenal evening, night, morning, wherever you're tuning in from. I appreciate you. Good night.